Hennythemoor reporting live from the liquor store. How's everybody doing today, man? So, it's Thursday. We're day removed from the weekend officially being upon us. So, we gonna definitely have to make a liquor store run, man. So, everybody, I know it's probably been a long, long work week, man. But I got what you need to succeed. So y'all come on in and we're gonna get drunk on this Dallas Cowboys content together, man. So my music is tripping on me right now, man. I'm not sure why it's trying to play, but it's not letting me unmute it. So I'm going to keep trying to work with it, get it operational. It's really not the liquor store without the elevator music playing in the background, but we will get it sorted out, man. We will get it sorted out. But real quick, let me show some love to the folks already entering the liquor store. We just opened our doors, and we already got folks in here patronizing with us, man. So shout out to my boy Double R for coming in, showing love in the building, man. Shout out to my guy Joe from tapping in, man. Salute to you. He said, hey, what's up, Henny? Sharing your video. I'm pushing the like button, and I'm slapping the Eagle fans right and left until my hand turns purple. Hey, that's love right there, man. I appreciate you for your support. Chris Johnson, he said, I'm on time this evening. Let's go. Hey, I appreciate you for being punctual, my guy. Thank you, my boy. Even Eastside Harold done slid through the building, man. What's up with you, man? We got our residential Cowboys hater in the building, but that's still my boy, though, man. Salute to my boy Eastside Harold for coming through and showing love to the liquor store, man. Justin Kitchen, what's up with you, my boy? I appreciate you for the love and support. Thank you for tapping in. Good evening, Miss Regina Green. I appreciate you for tapping in and showing love. Rev Rebel, Michael H, what's up? What it do, my boy? Thank you for tapping in with me. Bruce got the toxic juice. What's up with you, man? How you living, my guy? Hey, Dwayne Brown, what's up with you, my brother? I appreciate you. He said, Henny, I need to start stacking bottles for vacay. You got to, man. Hey, you know what you got to do, man, when you enter into the liquor store. Yo, what's up with you, man? This is my brother Richburg in the building, man. What's up with you, man? Salute to you. And y'all know the usual rules of engagement, man. When you come into the liquor store, I need you to first hit that like button. We got to do that so the algorithm can figure out how to get some real folks in here so they can get drunk with us on this content. After you hit that like button, man, I'm going to need you to hit that share button. Let everybody and their mama know that the liquor store is open for business. And then after you hit that like and share, I need you to turn around expeditiously, find you an Eagles fan. I need you to slap the shit out of them. Because if you slap the shit out of an Eagles fan, man, you will receive half off all the merchandise inside the liquor store. And we got exactly what you need to succeed, my guys. We got Hen, we got Jen, we got Cowboy Readers, we got all that good stuff, man. Hey, she said we ain't slapping no Eagles fans, man. Hey, you gonna make it, Elena. We like you. But your cousin around, they might get the shit slapped out of you. I ain't gonna even lie to you. But you good, Atlanta. You be coming in, chilling. You be showing love and support. You good with me, Atlanta. You ain't gonna get touched. You got a ghetto pass. You got a ghetto pass. You in a Cowboys hood and you got a ghetto pass. We gonna let you make it. What's up with you, Jameson Taylor? He said his Braves done won 7-5 against them Diamondbacks, man. Well, hey, shout out to the Braves, man. They doing pretty good, man. Every time you come in here, man, it seems like they done won a game. So what's their record looking like this year, man? What the Braves record looking like? It seems like they've been kicking ass and taking names, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, man. So, we're just going to talk about, we're going to have some general conversations, man. We're going to have some general conversations tonight. But one last thing, though, before we jump right into the content, man, we are still raffling off the Dallas Cowboys game tickets to see our Dallas Cowboys completely and utterly destroy the Philadelphia Eagles. We will be playing them live in AT&T Stadium in December. It will be a home game. The Eagles have not won a game in Dallas since 2017. So, odds are that trend will continue. So, Dallas Cowboy fans, this is going to probably be a surefire victory. So, if you want an opportunity to go see a guaranteed win against one of your most hated rivals, and I say one of your most hated because I hate the 49ers more than I ever hate the Eagles fans. Let's keep it real. Because recent history, I hate the 49ers more than I could ever hate the Eagles. But if you want to go see us beat up on one of our rivals, man, all you got to do is send $10 to the Cash App or $10 via Super Chat or Super Sticker, and you will be entered for an opportunity to win one of three prizes. The first place prize is going to be a regular ticket. It'll have a seat attached to it. You can do what you do. Kick back, relax, drink your favorite beverage, eat your favorite burger, eat your favorite hot dog, whatever favorite snack you got from the concession stand, kick back, and you only got to jump up and down for joy when the Dallas Cowboys score or your defense makes a stop on third down. Then the second place winner is going to get a ticket to the same game for a standing room area. And listen, I know you ain't got no seat, but hey, standing room be lit. Like a lot of people a lot of people I know prefer standing room because you ain't got nobody behind you telling you to sit down during a Cowboys game. Then the third place winner will either get a PlayStation 4 or they would get a Dallas Cowboy jersey of their liking. Now they can decide on that. You know, I'm not going to hold a gun to your head and send you this PlayStation 4. If you want a jersey, if you're not a gamer, I will gladly send you a jersey. So those are the prizes. If you want to enter for a chance or opportunity to win one of them, all you got to do is hit the Cash App. All you got to do is hit the Super Chats or the Super Stickers, man. And we will wrap this up, man, on the 1st of August. That's the last day to get your entries in. And then, after that, we'll do the drawing on the 2nd. So you got about, let me count the days down. So all right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So about 13 days if you count today. So if you count today, y'all got 13 days to get your entries in. And then we'll cut it off. But I do appreciate y'all for y'all support, for all the love y'all be showing, and for keeping the liquor stores lights on, man. So I appreciate all y'all for everything that y'all do. Now let's jump to the content, man. So we've talked about, a lot of different things. We talked about the Zach Martin fiasco. We talked about, the recent news with Trayvon Diggs feeling they trying to pretty much for bend him over, not give him a fair shake. But, other things that are coming up, man, we do have training camp right around the corner. And this is the official training camp schedule for the Dallas Cowboys for the 2023 season. So let me go up just slightly. Okay. So the first official day of training camp, which will be held in Oxnard, California. Wes will be there every damn day. Then Landlord will be there the following week. So first day of practice will be on the 26th. It's open to the public. They got practice on the 27th. Saturday, they also have open practice, ceremonies, all the other good stuff. Then, practice again all the way up until August the 18th. So that's the last day. Well, August the 15th, actually, is the last day of open practice for the Dallas Cowboys. So those are the dates y'all need to be looking at. Those are the times that y'all need to be tuned in. You will be getting exclusive coverage for the Dallas Cowboys training camp from West Coast, Landlord, and myself. We'll be giving y'all all, the coverage that you can handle. If guys are out there clowning, we will let you know. If guys are out there underperforming, we will let you know. If there's a certain person we had no idea will actually be out there going crazy, we will let you know. Because, we're not in the business of selling dreams or pushing players that were high on propaganda, none of that. If they out there doing well, we will say so. If they out there not looking worth a damn, we will say so. So, so I just had this question for y'all. This is a very general question. Who is your pre-training camp darling that you're, betting the house on? Like, who is this one new guy coming in that you are very high on and you expect the world from him? Y'all already know I got two of them. I believe highly in TJ Bass, who is a offensive lineman from Oregon. He played both left tackle and left guard. He'll probably be a left guard in the NFL. Just be honest. He's not the world's best athlete, but I think he'll be a superior guard eventually. And then the other guy who is probably going to have a hard time making the team, but I still think he's a dog, is Jalen Moreno Cropper, the wide receiver. So those are my two guys that I done, bet the house on. I believe in them. I'm standing on the table for them. Chris Johnson, you was playing with the church's money. This man said, Josh Ball, you playing. Dwayne Brown said he's riding with Deuce and Mozzie. Mr. Deacon Charles said she believe in all them boys. Hey, that's love and support right there. And thank you for sliding in, Miss Charles. I'm happy to see you tonight. Hope all is well with you. And I hope that you've been having a great day. Hey, yeah, Chris, you playing with the church this morning. You said that. Hey, Keystone said he's very high on Marino Cropper. Thomas Garrett says Monty Smith and Princeton Fant. Bro, hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. People have been hyping up Hunter Lupke, but I think because of Princeton Fant's running back background, tight end background, he actually played some fullback in the SEC. There is a good opportunity for him to have a spot on this team. Because I think he has a lot of versatility, man. I do think that Princeton Fans has a lot of versatility, man. So, I wouldn't sleep on it. I wouldn't just say it's Hunter Lupke's job right now. And we're just talking about a full, like a pure fullback standpoint. Now, they're looking at Hunter Lupke more of like a running back that, like he might have an edge over Fant. But if they're viewing who could be a more versatile fullback, who has a little bit more in the tool belt, you might want to lean towards Fant. Eric Scott is a good name too, man. So hey, we do got a bunch of guys, with some upside that we're excited to see. So and listen, while I will not make it to training camp, I will make it to the preseason finale. I will cover the preseason finale live and in person. So, a lot of these guys will be playing their hearts out to try to make the team in that final game. But I will be there. It's going to be in Dallas. So, y'all just make sure that y'all tune in and support. I will go and cover the final preseason game for y'all. And, we'll be able to watch live and in person, if they're able to do something. I'm doing good. Mr. Deacon. I'm making it. It's hot as hell in Texas, but I am making it. What day is the first preseason game? That is a very good question. Let me get that pulled up for y'all. All right, so the very first preseason game is going to happen on August the 12th. So on August the 12th, hold on, which will be a Saturday, the Dallas Cowboys will play the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Dallas Cowboys will play the Jacksonville Jaguars at 4 p.m. So that will be the first preseason game. The next preseason game will be August the 19th, where the Dallas Cowboys travel to Seattle. And then after that, the Dallas Cowboys are going to host the Las Vegas Raiders. And that will be the final preseason game for the Dallas Cowboys. So this year we're not going to host the Hall of Fame game. We only have three preseason games. It was 109 today in Houston. Yeah, it's been hot as hell in Texas, man. Like for real. I don't know if it got up to 109 here, but it's definitely been in the triple digits a lot lately. Yeah, you'll get a lot better evaluation in person because this is keep it real. When you're watching the game from home, you don't see everything. You can't see the whole field. You can see the whole field. When you go to the game, you'll know if this person was open and the ball just wasn't thrown their way. You'll know if this person got beat on the route, but the quarterback didn't see him, so it wasn't a big play against them, right? You'll know, if somebody actually applied pressure and got there, but the ball just came out. Like there's a lot of things that you got to either watch all 22 film for or be there live in person to see that you won't see on the actual game footage, right? If you're watching it live, there's a lot of stuff you're going to miss. What's up with you, Philly? Thank you for tapping in and showing love, my guy. Big Texas, what's up with you, man? Salute to you, my brother. She said it's hot here in New Jersey as well. Yes, it's a hot summer, man. It's a very hot summer. You see what the camera allow you to see, very little at best. Hey, I agree with that, man. I definitely agree with that. So I will be present, at the final game against the Las Vegas Raiders. I want to call them the Oakland Raiders so damn bad. It feels funny calling them anything else but the Oakland Raiders because that's where they became a staple mark franchise. It's still odd to me to even call them the yeah, it's definitely odd for me to even call them that. So yeah, man. So hey, listen, I've been missing my liquor store for sure. Hey, it's all love, man. You know, you never late into the liquor store, man. You're never late. You know what I'm saying? We keep our doors open just so everybody has a chance to patronize and get sloppy drunk with us, man. But yeah, dog. But in regards to training camp, and since the Dallas Cowboys still have one open roster spot, Double R, you are Double R should talk about them damn cheerleaders, ain't he, man? Yeah, you get to see who played through the whistles. You'll get to see, and that's one of the main things I do want to see, because you don't really get to focus on the offensive line like that. When it's in the actual just TV broadcast, it'll follow the quarterback and everything else. You can't really focus in on the offensive line like you want to. So that's one thing I will be looking at too. I will be looking to see how guys like TJ Bass plays, because I know he will get some opportunities. Guys like Austin Richards will get opportunities out there, to play for us. We know that he's probably going to be a guy that's going to take some time to develop, but he has a lot of physical gifts that makes him a very interesting prospect. Right? We will get to see some Walesko. Walesko probably will have to play some. Does preseason, in your opinion, somewhat set the pace for the beginning of the season? It sets the pace, in regards to the young guys. The veterans, a lot of the veteran guys, don't even play during the preseason. No, there been times where we ain't win a single preseason game, but we won double-digit games and won playoff games and all kinds of different things. So in terms of winning the preseason games, no. But preseason is good from separating the people that are NFL ready, from the other guys. So, it gives the young guys, the closest thing that you can get to live game action. They get to go up against guys of equal or better talent. They get to, play full speed. They get to hit people without repercussions, because let's keep it real. You're not going to, if you're a linebacker, you're not going to lay out, a guy on your team, with the same vigor that you're going to lay out a guy, that plays for the Raiders or the Jaguars or the Rams, or whoever it is. Yeah, at preseason weeds out all the non-hackers. Yeah, game 3, and listen, game 3 is going to set the tone in a sense of you'll probably, and listen, you never know. Sometimes you might see Dak Prescott in the final game, you might not. Right? You might see Dak Prescott, you might not. But a lot of teams use game 3 as like a glorified dress rehearsal. You'll give your starting offense or your starting defense like 1 or 2 series, and then you let the rest of the guys trying to fight for a roster spot play the rest of the game. So preseason can set the tone in regards to us. Like, we got an entirely new offensive scheme, we got a new offensive coordinator, we got a new play caller. So it can set the tone. We go out there, we look crystal on offense. First team offense scores pretty easily. Then you feel a little bit more comfortable going into game 1 when we go on the road and face the New York Giants. Right? And then, it can cause you some panic if we look bad, out there. Oh, I just realized we don't play the Cowgirls in the preseason. No, you don't. Y'all, aren't going to get beat up again, so you ain't got to worry about it. So, you ain't gonna have to play the Cowboys again until like another 3 or 4 years, if I'm not mistaken. We only play y'all like once every 4 years. Yeah, it is once every 4 years. Because before last season, the last time we played Houston was in 2018. Look forward to what, Eastside here, another L. But hey, I think y'all a better team this year. If we played the Chargers in preseason, LOL, that would be the only time I would want Dak to play against Kellen Moore. Hey, We get to play them in the regular season though, and I bet you that Dak Prescott outperforms Justin Herbert. I'm pretty sure that he will outperform Justin Herbert. Yeah, because listen, all those curl routes, and listen, this is a offensive system that Dan Quinn knows like the back of his hand at this point. He's seen it in practice 100 times. He knows his tendencies. He's not going to reinvent the wheel that quickly. He's not going to have an entirely new playbook by the time we play him. So we'll see what Kellen Moore does, but I don't think that he matches up well against somebody like yeah, I don't think he matches up well against somebody like Dan Quinn. Those curl routes are going to get taken to the house on our end. Your preseason is vanilla. Coaches with a gentleman agreement run certain plays, concepts for the other team to help their team get red. I know, but I'm saying for a preseason game. Oh yeah. Listen, I want Dak Prescott to play in the finale. He does not have to play long. He can play one series, but I do want Dak Prescott to get some reps, live game reps with his starting offense before we play the Giants. It can, and listen, it can be 2 plays. We can score in 2 plays. He can sit down. I feel fine with that. But let Dak Prescott go out there and throw a couple of passes. One quarter, one series. Just let them get on the field together because you need to build some chemistry. And I know they've been together a lot. Y'all seen the images. They already been out in Atlanta together, getting some extra work in, bonding, building some rapport together. But there's never too much chemistry in between the team. The old days starters played 2 to 3 quarters in the last game. Yeah, but I think the Dallas Cowboys started to get away from that ever since what happened with Tony Romo. But you remember Tony Romo was healthy going into the 2016 season, and then he got that injury in preseason, and it completely changed the trajectory of our team. Right? I think if Tony Romo does not get hurt, he might have still been the quarterback up until recently. He would have still been the quarterback until down in his 40s, 37, 38 years old. Tony Romo would have probably still been playing if he didn't get that last injury. So, I think that's part of the reason why the Dallas Cowboys have been a little skittish about putting their guys out there. But, at the same time, I think you still have to play some people. I think you still have to let some folks go out there. Because let's keep it real. There will be no difference if Dak Prescott got hurt in the final preseason game or if he got hurt at the beginning of the very first game of the year. Right? So it's definitely, the same. It's the same scenario. If you get hurt in the final preseason game or you get hurt, in the first quarter of the first regular season game, it's no different. You're going to be out for a while. It changes how we're going to operate. So, don't be skittish. Don't be too skittish. Let them boys get an opportunity. He said Jimmy used to go 11-11 first day of camp, and that truly would separate the folks who game ready and who ain't, right? They did allow Dak Prescott to use his legs far more often before he got his contract. But that's part of the game. Watch, even Jalen Hurts, somebody who ran the ball 11 times a game last year. I do not expect them to allow him to run the ball, as much as he did. Right? I just don't see that happening. At some point you got to protect your investment. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to do all that thing. Because listen, I think Dak Prescott should run slightly more. He should probably run the ball like 4 or 5 times a game. 11 is pushing it. 11 is running back territory. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Jalen Hurts and call him a running back. But that's a lot of damn carries. There's a lot of damn carries for a quarterback. Then you're already got to stand in the pocket and take hits to deliver the ball. That's a lot of added contact. That's why dual threat quarterbacks don't tend to have long careers. You never usually see a dual threat quarterback play for as long as a Tom Brady or a Drew Brees does. Yo, Willie, what's up with you, my boy? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the liquor store, my guy. Salute to you. Yeah. He said second that Jalen Hurts gets a leg injury is especially at this point in his career. I believe there's a path for most of these quarterbacks, to grow into pocket passers. You get them enough reps, you get them enough comfortability, you give them enough weapons of protection. I believe there's an opportunity for a lot of these guys to grow as passers. But, right now at this point in his career, you definitely do not want somebody like Jalen Hurts being limited. Yeah, and then another Eagles quarterback, Randall Cunningham. You definitely don't want him. You're welcome anytime, man. I'm not speaking Hurts until he proved me wrong. Did enough in the Super Bowl for me. Yeah. He played well in the Super Bowl. They lost that game, but I'm very fair critic of football. I'm a very fair critic of football. Right. He was not the reason they lost. He was not the reason that they overall lost that game. Now, that fumble hurt them. Like, they can say whatever. That fumble definitely hurt them. That, if you look at WAR, that was one of the biggest plays in determining the outcome of that game. That fumble return for a touchdown and Patrick Mahomes scramble for a first down on 3rd and long. Those were the two biggest. Those were the two plays. You trust WAR, that had the biggest impact on that game. But he had an overall good Super Bowl. He lost. He definitely lost. But he had a great performance in a losing effort. When I play other teams, I want to hurt people but not injure them. What's good? Okay. Yeah, what's up with your flow? Yeah, his fumble cost him 7. He ain't play as good as Eagles fans think. Now, see, Eagles think that he was perfect. And that's the disconnect. He was not perfect. He made mistakes. He missed a couple throws. There were some reads he didn't make. So, like, he was not perfect, but he had an overall good game. Yeah, facts, Mr. Charles. I don't want people to get injured. I don't want you to go out there and break nobody's leg. I don't want you to go out there and horse collars tackle somebody and they tear all the ligaments in their knee. I don't want that to happen. HTM. I really believe the Eagles won't be the same team as last year. You can't repeat when you lost 8 starters, an OC and a DC. Man, yeah, listen. I am not sure how the Eagles will be this year. I think they will be a competitive team. I think they're a playoff team. But it's hard for me to believe losing, a defensive tackle that gave you 11 sacks, losing your starting middle linebacker, losing your starting safety, right? Losing what they lost, and still expected to go back out there. Then you lost Sue. You didn't re-sign Sue to a contract. You didn't re-sign Dalvin Tomlinson. They didn't do a lot. They lost 3 defensive tackles on a team that already has issues in stopping the run. So, I don't really know what you get from them boys, but it is what it is. We'll see. I definitely think, they're still a very competitive team, but I think Dallas Cowboys will win the division. Nobody's repeated it in that division in I don't know how long. It's been over a decade. I don't see it happening now. So the Dallas Cowboys are probably geared up to win the division this year. And you are right. Neil came with numbers. So since Neil came with numbers, I am going to put this up there. Dak Prescott has ran the ball 5 times or more in 21 games. The Dallas Cowboys have won 16 of them. I do not believe that is, I don't necessarily believe that is a a coincidence. And shout out to my boy Keystone, man. He said most of the Eagles linebackers are under 6 foot. That's suspect to me. Yeah, and hey, Keystone, they got you another entry into the Dallas Cowboy ticket raffle, man. So salute to you, my boy. and y'all want to be like my boy Keystone and improve your odds of winning the Dallas Cowboys tickets, jersey, or PlayStation 4, man, all you gotta do is hit the Cash App, hit the super chat, or hit the super stickers, man. Salute to you. Yo, what's up with your Choctaw? I see you sliding in. So yeah, but yeah, the Dallas Cowboys, when Dak Prescott runs the ball at least five times or more, they are 16-5. Right. So we have a very good record when Dak Prescott is involved in the run game. I'm sure and listen, that's what I've been saying. Let Dak Prescott run the ball about 5 times. Right. And that will help mitigate some of the risky plays. They will help mitigate some of the throws into double coverage. That will help mitigate some of the tip passes. Right. If you tone down on the passing attempts. So Dak Prescott, if you keep him in between about 28, 30 passing attempts, you let him run the ball about 5 times in a game, you lean on the run game, let Tony Pollard be involved, I think the Dallas Cowboys will still have a very explosive offense. Because when you run the ball efficiently, you force the opposing defenses to put another safety inside of the box. When you force a safety inside of the box, that create one-on-ones on the outside. So it doesn't matter if they're playing cover 1 with a single high safety or they're playing cover 3 with a single high safety. At the end of the day, those matchups on the outside are going to be one-on-one coverage. So it'll be your guys against their guys. And we'll have a lot of opportunities for CeeDee Lamb to make plays. It'll create a lot of opportunities for Brandon Cooks to make plays. So I'm all for, them forcing teams into single high safety looks and then attacking them. Shit, had to get these kids together. They thinking they're the next coming of the NFL when their techniques are trash like their previous coaches. Ooh, we talking bad about them folks, man. God, dog, Choctaw, let them make it. The original people, what's up with you, my brother? Salute to you. Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the liquor store, my brother. I appreciate you for sliding through. So yeah, man. Hey, let's take a quick little light break, man. And I know it's a little crazy right now, man. I never usually do shows, without my music playing. But I need y'all to go on over here and hit that like button on the page for me, man. We're going to take a real quick light break. I got 39 folks in here watching with your boy. I got 23 likes. Let's see if we can get some of these likes up, man. Make sure y'all hit the like and share button for your boy, man. He said, I love having Mozzie to clog the middle and stopping the run. Hold on. It passed by a little quick. Let me see what my boy was saying. Hold on. He said, I love having Mozzie to clog the middle and stopping the run. That's what killed us last year to run. That's what killed us a lot of times, man. The Dallas Cowboys have not had a superior run defense since 2016. 2016, we were the number 1 run defense in the National Football League. We have failed, in that regard every single season since then. That's what the Eagles did last year. That's how they got one-on-one matchups. Yeah, when you think about it, man, when you got to account for a 1,000-yard rusher in Miles Sanders, when you got to account for the threat of Jalen Hurts running, and he's showing that he's a very versatile runner, it makes it hard on these guys, man. Hey, real quick, let me get this super by my brother Big Tex, man. So Big Tex Dallas had this to say. He said they act like Hurts didn't struggle to throw a 40-yard dud in the Super Bowl when it counted. That's your QB1. Oh, that's about your Pee Wee team. Oh, man. Oh, my God. I thought you were talking about some grown folks, man. But, hey, I appreciate you for the super, Big Dal. They got you another entry, man. They got you another entry for the Dallas Cowboy ticket raffle, my brother. So that's your second one, man. So hey, you doubled your chances of winning the tickets, the PlayStation 4 or the jersey, man. So salute to y'all. Salute to you. All Jalen had to do was throw it up. AJ 1-on-1, easy money for AJ. And listen, that's good coaching, though. I'm not gonna knock him for good coaching. Those are some of the exact same things that I want the Dallas Cowboys to do. I want you to create one-on-one opportunities, and then I want us to take advantage of them, right? So one of the only good things that Kellen Moore did with CeeDee Lamb was that he kept him in the slot a lot. Just because he was called upon to be the number one for the Dallas Cowboys, he still let him play a majority of the snaps out of the slot. It created a lot of mismatches for CeeDee Lamb, and CeeDee Lamb took advantage of it. So, I just want that same mindset with the entirety of the team. If you run the ball or if you allow your quarterback to run the ball, it will, take guys out of coverage. You will have to account for the run. Right? You got to stay with your keys. If you got somebody like Tony Pollard that can hit his head on the goalpost, if you don't feel the correct gap, then you're going to be very stringent in your run support. Right? You're not going to ad lib. You're going to make sure you get somebody down in that box to fill the gap that you feel like he's going through. So when that is happening, right, there's only so many people on the field you can throw out there to cover. So that's why, so the extra man in the box, that's why you have looks that are single high. So, we talked about how you can take advantage of a single high safety look, right? Do y'all remember us talking about Yankee, right? Y'all remember what Yankee is, right? Matter of fact, this is a pop quiz. What two route concepts make it Yankee? I know we ain't talked about route concepts in about a week. It don't matter. Y'all should have been doing your homework. What two route concepts make it Yankee, man? What two route concepts make it Yankee Doodle Dandy? Talk to me. I want to know who really played Madden or who really know football. If I win the raffle, I will give my winning to somebody of my choice. Hey, that's fine, Miss Charles. That is fine. That is fine, Miss Charles. You are allowed to do whatever you want to do with your winnings. So if you win and you want to donate it to somebody, or you want me to send it to you so you can give it to a friend or family member, that's all in your power. Okay, bet. So hey, if you win wherever you win, if you win the PlayStation, the tickets, or the jersey, you are more than welcome to donate it to whoever you want to. But yeah, which one of y'all remember what makes up Yankee? Nobody? Anybody? It don't matter. I got it. I got it in here, so I'll pull it up for y'all just in case y'all forgot. I ain't gonna do y'all dirty like that, man. So Yankee is a deep over and a post route. Is a deep over route about 16, 18 yards, and then you got a post route. So this route combination puts the single high safety in a predicament. If the single high safety takes away the post, the 16 to 18 yard over route will be there. So you got a big chunk play. If they play down and they take away the over route, you're probably going to throw a touchdown to the post route. So the Yankee concept puts the single high safety into conflict. He has to guard one of these guys. He can't be in two places at one time. And because Yankee is usually ran out of a run heavy formation, it's going to be a guaranteed, 2-on-1 for the middle field safety. So, these are the kind of looks that we will be able to get if we're running the ball down their throats. These are the kind of looks we will consistently get. And remember, we got two very versatile wide receivers now. This post route is either going to be CeeDee Lamb or Brandon Cooks. This over route is either going to be CeeDee Lamb or Brandon Cooks. We know how much separation they create. We know how explosive they are. So we will be in good hands by making this happen. If you over 45, you should not play video games unless it's with your kid. Just my 2 cents. It also depends on what your profession is. Some people are professional gamers into their 40s. So, I know people in their 40s that make good money playing video games or developing video games. So it just really depends on your lot in life. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna play games. I'm gonna play games until I'm about 100. But until I'm about 100. They say it's good for your cognitive thinking anyway. But yeah, that's Yankee. And I only brought this up since we were talking about running the football and creating one-on-one matchups and creating, mismatches that we can exploit in the passing game. So, that's why I brought Yankee up. But I just need y'all to remember, though, man. You know, we will cover all this on the final exam. Yeah, so we definitely will have to cover all this on the final exam. My mother is 56 and she on a PlayStation 4. You're only limited by your imagination. Hey, that's true. What an age limit on gaming is crazy. I can see playing every day. He said he's 61-year-old, still play video games, drink milk, and watch cartoons. Hey, y'all know I'm a grandpappy. I still play the video games. I still watch anime. I loved Madden so much, had bunions on my fingers. Damn, bro. You were playing shit out, man. Speaking of Madden, man, what do y'all think the next raffle should be? Said going deeper, do we know why it's called Yankee? I don't know. Maybe because you're going up north. I don't know. Maybe because you're going up north. All right, Miss Charles. Miss Charles said that she is actually having a raffle of her own. She's raffling off 2 Cowboys new media hats. $5 to enter. Winner hats will be personalized, then mailed to them from August 1st to September, August the 1st through September the 1st. Okay, so hey, if y'all want to enter into Miss Charles' raffle, you know, y'all make sure to get the 5 into her as well. You know, I definitely will shoot you a couple of dollars. You know, we is part of the new media. So hey, facts though. I love me some anime. Still watching with my kids. So you're a granddad. I feel older. Yeah, man. Said North, stop more like East Coast. It said, look, it's the pattern. It's a Y. Yeah. Yeah, when you put it like that, yeah. I said my era was Tecmo Bowl, Bo Jackson. Yeah, Bo Jackson was unstoppable in that game, man. He said, I watch cartoons still, and I am 63 years of age. Oh, yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it, man. Ain't nothing wrong with it at all. Matter of fact, once I get off of here, I'm gonna jump on the game with my homeboy, and we're going to play Fortnite and talk crazy to kids. You know what I'm saying? So, how about having a raffle, win your own Eagle fan to take home a slap? Listen, we cannot be involved. That sounds like human trafficking, and we cannot be involved in that, my guy. Real talk. That boy said the Jets. Y'all so damn crazy. Y'all is crazy. Man. But yeah, training camp is going to be special this year, man. HTM put them in their place where they still young. Facts. You know, you got to do them dirty, man. Hey, it's all good. It's all good, Joe. I'm just milling you. Yeah, it's all good, bro. I'm just milling you, my guy. You Gucci. You know you always Gucci in the liquor store, man. We just here to talk shit and have a good time, man. We just here to fellowship, talk about some Cowboys and have a good time while we in the liquor store, man. I really wish my music would work though. Like this is bothering me. You know what I'm saying? Like I like having the background music because it helps with the ambiance to me. You know what I'm saying? It does because when I don't have the background music, I feel like I'm not talking a lot. So if I feel like I have to talk every 30 every like 2 seconds just to make it feel like it's not. Bet. Well, you know I slide over there, show loud and look. I don't know about human trafficking, but it's for sure animal cruelty. Oh man. But the guys who neglect life for the game are a problem. Oh, you talk about the people that only play video games and don't leave the house. Yeah, like if you're addicted, if you're addicted to anything, that's an issue. If you are addicted to anything, that's an issue. You can be addicted to video games, porn, alcohol. You know what I'm saying? if the stuff that you really love gets in the way with the rest with your personal life and your work life and your ability to parent and stuff like that, then yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, that's a problem. You know, if you sit in your room 3 days straight on the game and don't wash your ass, that's a problem. But if you just have a healthy, relationship with video games, you like to do it to unwind, and it's one of your passions, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, let's do some Q&A, man. I got a daughter with severe autism. She don't give a shit about anything. He said 3 days. I know you will, Henny, and thank you, by the way, Henny. I'm going to hit you up on Twitter. No, that's fine. That's fine, Miss Charles. You can. You're more than welcome to. So yeah, man. When we was young, the worst punishment was not being able to go outside. Indeed, man. Indeed. We sorry to hear that, my brother. But yeah, man, let's move to Q&A. Let's move on to the Q&A, man. Y'all got questions, and your boy got answers. So y'all drop y'all questions in the chat box for what y'all want to talk about. It could be my opinion about some of the guys currently on the roster going to training camp. It could be my opinion about who we should add, because we got one more roster spot, by the way. So it could be my opinion about who we should add for the final roster spot. It could be anything. Like I said, it's July the 20th, in the middle of summer. Ain't no real football going to be played in quite some time. Like, so y'all go ahead, put y'all questions in there. Your boy will answer you, and we gonna rock out, man. What's better, PlayStation or Nintendo? It's tough. I have a PlayStation, but like when I still like Nintendo games. Like I like Super Smash Brothers. I like the Legend of Zelda games and stuff like that. So I would say right now PlayStation, because it allows me to play stuff like that. But you really can't go wrong with either. He said my sons got both. Yeah, see, I probably just need to be that person and break down and get both. I'm not like one of those guys that pick sides in console wars or anything. Like there was a time where I owned every PlayStation and every Xbox. I said I'm good if Zeke come back or not. If he play, I will follow him on that team. True. Of course, yeah. So let's talk about the Dak Prescott thing real quick about his interceptions. Dak Prescott has one of the best career touchdown interception ratios in NFL history. He has one of the best touchdown interception ratios in NFL history. And then last year, 7 of his interceptions came on non-turnover worthy plays. So if you take away the 7 that he was not responsible for, he would only have thrown 8. So I do believe Dak Prescott will be much better when it comes to protecting the football. He has better receiving weapons that will give more separation. And listen, let's just keep it honest. He broke his thumb last year, and then the wide receivers that he was throwing to outside of CeeDee Lamb were at the bottom of the NFL in terms of separation. Right? Noah Brown and Michael Gallup were ranked at the bottom of separation. And he still produced. He was still able to throw 23 touchdowns in 12 games. So I think Dak Prescott will be much better with interceptions this year. He'll probably throw 10. I don't think Dak Prescott will throw more than 11 interceptions this year. And of course, I believe he'll throw about 40 touchdowns. What do you think about Damone Clark? I think Damone Clark is a great up-and-coming linebacker who needs more reps. The things that he lacks, is play recognition, and that's really it. And that just comes with time playing, right? Because if he is ever to become a true middle linebacker, wear the green dot, get guys lined up, be responsible for the defensive audibles and things like that, then he will have to get a better understanding of how offenses are attacking him, and that is only going to come through time. Practice makes perfect. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. You know, so you got to just go out there, give him the reps that he requires to develop into that kind of linebacker. Now, because the Dallas Cowboys play a majority big nickel, in order for him to stay on the field a lot, he's going to have to be able to cover. I think that he can, but you know, in the modern NFL, they put a lot of onus on linebackers to try and cover now. It's not really what I want them to do. You know, I prefer linebackers to strictly play in the middle of the field, play on run support, get guys lined up. You know, very limited coverage, but you know, because guys pass so damn much, you know, it's part of it now. It's part of it now for them to get proper depth and do what they got to do. He said, "Do you think we should pick up with the last 90th player?" I'm still thinking about getting another quarterback just to push Will Grier, because right now, you know, the quarterback room behind Dak Prescott is Cooper Rush and Will Grier. While Cooper Rush did enough last year to probably protect his job, Will Grier ain't did nothing. So you know what I'm saying? Put some fire beneath Will Grier, especially now. You know, since you have the option of having a third quarterback available in case of injury that doesn't take up a roster spot. So if Dak Prescott or Cooper Rush both goes down, I need a viable option. I have not really seen much from Will Grier yet, but so you know, I would still bring in another quarterback. And really, because you know, right now, you know, since they're having the issues with Zach Martin, he's threatening to hold out. You might need to bring in another guard just in case. Can I still get those old models? Yes, you still can actually. They are all available. You can still find the old Maddens. You can still find all the old game systems. You can still get all of them. Okay, Benny, well, my grandson, hear me. I watch cartoons on my own. I love Alvin and Chipmunks and the Road Runner. Beep. Hey, you taking it back. But hey, I love those cartoons too. When do we get to see Boss lose his shit and make all the noises in the show again? Pretty soon, man. You know, I rock with Boss, man. So we're going to try to set up another show real soon, man. And yes, I will make sure that he loses his shit. And, you know, it gives us a damn good show. Let me see. Passing game will be much more efficient. You know, pure progression offense. Guys know exactly where they need to be. You know, they know the proper depth to get. Dak Prescott already has a very good understanding of the game. He'll get the ball to them in a timely manner and accurately. So should be a much more efficient offense, in my opinion. None of them option routes where everyone confused on different pages. That will help a ton. Correct. I agree with that. Plus, Dak is a stud. If I had a son, name him Dak. Only thing scares me is LVE looks a lot lighter. I want that extra muscle around his neck and show. Yeah, he definitely has had some injury issues that I hope that he overcomes. We definitely need him to be healthy, you know, because listen, we really don't have a lot of linebacker depth. We got guys that we're high on, but we don't have a guys that played a lot. Damone Clark ain't played a lot of football at all. Harper ain't played a lot of football at all. What's the other boy name, man? The one the one that played at LSU. He ain't played a lot of football yet. So, you know, LVE is your most experienced linebacker. My overall dark horse player in terms of making the team, that's a very good question. Overall dark horse. To have like let's see. For training camp, I think y'all know TJ Bass and Marino. For the actual season, like the guy that a lot of people aren't talking about to like make an impact on the team, I think that will actually be, believe it or not, I really think it will be I don't know, because I really don't look at our starters as dark horses, man. Like, I think our top 3 wide receivers are incredible. I think Dak Prescott's incredible. I think Tony Pollard is one of the better running backs in the National Football League right now, just based on his last offensive production. So when you say like dark horse, that would imply that nobody's seen him coming. Like I think we're super deep and super talented. So I don't really want to call none of the main guys on the roster dark horses. But y'all know that I think Jalen Tolbert is gonna be the primary guy to have a breakout season. Greer can ball. If West Virginia had defense, they would have been in the playoffs his senior year. Didn't T. Will say in his interview that Cooper Rush was on Dak's heel as far as playing? I was kind of shocked. He's high on Cooper Rush. He played with Cooper too, though. Like he played with Cooper Rush. So I think he's very high on him. And listen, in terms of having people on your heels, when you show a team that you can win with them, it doesn't necessarily matter if you're better than the other guy, right? When Dak Prescott took over for Tony Romo, he was not better than Tony Romo at that point in time. But he was an athlete. He could run. He could make plays out of structure. The team was winning. So and he was younger. So that's how he was able to keep the job from Tony Romo. So Cooper Rush is cheap. You know what I'm saying? Cooper Rush is cheap, and they were winning games with him. Now he did promptly get blown out in the last game, but there would have been some there would have been some questions from the front office if he had kept winning. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that there should have been questions because Dak Prescott is undoubtedly a better quarterback, but you know how our front office does business, right? Because they got rid of Amari Cooper for a bag of potato chips when we needed wide receiver help. Just because they're willing to do something crazy does not mean that it's the right thing to do. He said, "Yeah, Cox. Thank you. It was Jabril Cox I was thinking about that doesn't get on the field." Well, Terrence Williams wasn't necessarily mid. He did his job. He was a big play receiver for us, and we would have never won that Detroit game without him. You know what, Tavern Bank? That might be a very good option as dark horse. We really ain't talking about Malik Davis like that. A lot of people are already putting Deuce Vaughn over him. I think Malik Davis can play though, man. He just hasn't gotten the proper opportunity to do so. But I do think highly of that boy Malik Davis, man. And one of the legs up that he has over everybody else is Malik Davis did play in a zone run system. Like, this is not new territory for him. His entire collegiate career, if I'm not mistaken, Florida was running a zone run scheme. So he should be perfectly fine in it. So keep those questions coming, man. Keep those questions coming. I got a little bit more time. Danny Savage said, "Well, let's go or Malik." Well, let's go will only be a dark horse if not Jalen, but if Terrence Steele is not available to play. Say we make it to the Super Bowl. Do you think they pull some bull sugar play out of thin air? I mean, they might try it, but the key to that is beat the shit out of the person you place in the Super Bowl. If you go up 17 or 21 points on the person you play in the Super Bowl, they can pull whatever they want out. They're not coming back. Yeah, it's not even doubting Malik. Just give Malik Davis a fair shot. Oh, Ronald Jones. That's the easiest thing. Yeah, that's the easiest thing. Ronald Jones. And yeah, like, listen, y'all know how I feel about Ronald Jones. I don't think he's good enough to even have a nickname. Y'all can call him Rojo. His nickname for me will be Camp Body. His nickname for me from now until eternity will be Camp Body. So yeah, I would take Malik Davis over Ronald Jones. I will take the potential over somebody I already know is not that good. So it is what it is. Oh man, I ain't drinking nothing crazy. I'm actually just drinking some cranberry juice, man. You know I'm old. And that's when I knew I got old, when I started drinking cranberry juice without a gun put to my head. Malik is ready. I think people going to be surprised if they let him loose. I agree with that, man. But Deuce or TP can't pass block. And this is the thing about Tony Pollard. It's not that he can't pass block. I've seen him pick up a couple blitzes. It's just not he's a running. He's a 210-pound running back. He's not going to win, against a blitzing linebacker or a defensive end majority of the time. The best thing you can hope for is for him to slow the person down. You know what I'm saying? He's not. And listen, I know we're used to Ezekiel Elliott. That was rare. It's very, very rare for a running back to pass block at the level of Ezekiel Elliott. You know what I'm saying? It's very rare for a running back to flatline, a linebacker or a defensive end. It is very good for you. It's actually very delicious as well. It's good for you and it tastes good. So, Malik Davis was mid in college, but no NFL, which is paid college. The way they constructed the running back room, I don't think running backs will be pass blocking a lot. And pretty much within the West Coast system, you're not going to ask your running back to pass block that often, especially on third down. A lot of times, you'll run a route for them out of the backfield. Even if they pass block, they might chip and release like tight ends do at times. But I don't necessarily believe these running backs will have the same responsibilities. Said, but Dan Vaughn is fast as if. He definitely is. He is definitely a guy that can go out there and produce. That's what Ohio State builds around running backs. Wisconsin got a 6'2", 245-pound. Yeah, I'm hip to Rocket Sanders. I definitely want Rocket Sanders to be a Dallas Cowboy in the near future. And listen, Rocket Sanders is one of the best running backs in the entire SEC. So I would love for him to come to Dallas and bring his services here. Running back going to be on a lot of release and wheel routes. Want to be pass blocking that much. Please, please, please give Malik Davis a shot. He might produce more than TP. Well, if he produces more than TP, that's a great problem to have, right? Because remember, we only got Tony Pollard for this season. We would have to give Tony Pollard a brand new contract. So, it's best for us, if somebody else steps up, it can be the lead back for us. Yeah, Deuce is quick, but not straight line fast. Stop and go on a dime. Yeah, he definitely got elusiveness. So, and that's one of the things I like about it, though, man. Like we got a lot of guys in this new West Coast, Texas Coast, whatever you want to call it. They can make plays in space, and that's one of the most important things, man. Said great problem to have. How's age treating you? Well, getting old is a privilege. Getting older is a privilege. So that's how age treated me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the best I can say, man. It's a privilege. It's a privilege to still be here when there's many that haven't made it this long. You know what I'm saying? So North South Deuce got straight from behind a lot. Gets caught from behind a lot. Yeah, he got good acceleration, but he does not have like the breakaway speed. That's a great concept to have. Perspective is in it. Everything. Yep. How do you think Schoolmaker would pan out? Y'all really you had to ask that question. You said, "How do I think Schoolmaker would pan out?" First and foremost, man, I think that Jake Ferguson is going to be tight end one this year. I believe that he will be tight end one this year. So what's up with you, Stephen White? They were tapping in, man. So I think Jake Ferguson is more tailor made right now. He already has the reps. He already played in the NFL. He has chemistry with Dak Prescott. So I think that he'll be better. I think he'll be better this year. I think he'll be quote unquote the primary tight end. So we'll see. We'll see how it works out for Schoon. But he's older. He already has a plantar issue. I don't know if it's chronic or not, but we'll find out. Hey, salute to you too, my boy. He said had a chance to look at undrafted. You hold on. Let me go up here. He said had a chance to look at Matthew McKay. He is almost like the old Dak. No, I haven't looked at him yet, but I certainly will. Now, was that the guy that we brought in to be to throw at rookie camp? Yeah, we brought him in to throw in rookie camp, but I don't believe that we signed him to a loan to a deal. We brought him in to throw at rookie camp because we didn't draft a rookie quarterback. But I don't necessarily know if he'll make the roster. Yeah, Spoon has been dealing with plantar fascia. That's why he was in the boot. To start not training camp, but to start OTAs and stuff. So I don't know if it's healed up. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know if it's something that's a one-time thing, but when you hear about plantar injuries, that's the kind of injury that Amari Cooper had that kept him from being one of the best wide receivers in football. He was still a great wide receiver, but he was never looked at like a Jamar Chase or anything with the Dallas Cowboys. So that injury that he had is one of the reasons why he had to take some plays off here and there. Some sort of slowed him down at times. Think J. Lou will get the cut if he doesn't show something in training camp. I think right now, because the money doesn't change, you save the same amount of money cutting him now if you cut him later. So I think the Dallas Cowboys will keep him for now. Then, closer to the trade deadline, when teams are desperate, there's injuries, you can actually get something for him in a trade. But I don't think they'll just flat out cut him, especially with the thought that Trayvon Diggs might take a similar approach and might have to try and force his hand as well. He might have to follow Zach Martin's footsteps and try to hold out to get his money, since they ain't trying to play fair. So I don't really know if you want to cut, Jordan Lewis right now. He might have. I'm not sure. Let me pull up Tony Pollard's injury report. I don't know. I have to find out. He said he missed some games with foot. Okay. What player do you see outside the bubble with the young talent that we have this year? Probably Neville Gallimore. You brought in a 3-tech in the form of Junior Fihoko. I know he played, as a defensive end in college, but then they already talked about playing him at 3-tech. So when you think about it, they got him. Then you got the possibilities of playing Mozzie Smith and Jonathan Hankins in tandem. So, opportunities for another 3-tech to get on the field is, not really going to be there. Because think about it. Osa already does what he does better. Then, you'll probably be able to play Mozzie Smith and Jonathan Hankins in tandem on certain plays. I think the odd man out, would probably have to be him. Yeah, I think TP is fine right now too. He's closer than a lot of people thought he would be. HCM, I think Kelvin Joseph is way out the door. If he wasn't a second round pick, I would say that. But they will give him an opportunity still. He's still a very young player with athletic gifts. So we'll see. We'll see. We will have to see. And listen, that's why training camp and preseason is important. That's why it's important. Because remember, Jordan Lewis is going to be a free agent next year. So there is a spot at cornerback 4, for that's up for the taking. Somebody like Izzy McQuamu might be able to go ahead and take it. Somebody like Kelvin Joseph might be able to take it. Right? But there will be times where we have to play dime. We will have 4 corners on the field. So we'll just see. He said, shut up about Kelvin Joseph. The boy barely played. Kelvin Joseph, listen, he has an opportunity to do something this year. But like I said, he got to prove it. I don't think Steele can take it. Kelvin Joseph will have to do a lot of wooing in the preseason. Yeah, but that's why the preseason is played. You get these practices. You get the blue and white game. You get the preseason games. You got opportunities. Yeah, it's a possibility wherever he needs to play it. But yo, man, we've been on here for 1:12. I appreciate y'all for taking time out of y'all night to holler at your boy Hennythemoor on the way out the door. Make sure y'all continue to hit that like button, continue to hit that share button, continue to hit them Cash App and Super Chat so y'all can get a possibility of going to the Dallas Cowboy game, man. So I do appreciate y'all for everything, taking time out of your day to come holler at your boy. It be the ones that sit on the couch and just watch that has the most to say. That's life though, kinfolk. That is life. So yeah, man. We are getting out of here. I gotta go kick some ass on Fortnite. Parlay with my partner until my wife get here. So thank y'all for everything. Make sure, again, y'all got until August the 1st to get your ticket entries in, man. And then I will draw the winner on the 2nd. So I appreciate y'all for the love and support, man. And I will get at y'all, man. Peace, God bless, and I'll holler at y'all.